Handoff to the back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
1st down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short with the +27. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just... I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 3rd down upcoming after that completion. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving.
Big conversion there on 3rd down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. A draw to the back. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Pass caught. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Trojans pick up enough for a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That completion sets up a second down play. Looking to throw again. With sure hands, it's Miller. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. In the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. What can they do here? Running back grabs it on a screen. He bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Bond.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and the ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently, Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uni.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a receiver. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Aggies looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Let's go! Let's go! Ready, go!
Handoff to the single back. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great connection there for 6 points.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think
add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. first down. Looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Miller.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Second down after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. And the Trojans pick up enough for a first down here. A new set of downs after that completion. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Catch made by the tight end. He shreds the tackle. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He knocks it through with confidence.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Texas A&M offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. With the catch, it's Bond. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw here. Close to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. What a spin move. He's in the clear now. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? They'll run the option. The back's got to run the pitch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Love how this defense took the quarterback away, not allowing him to get the yards, making him pitch the ball, and then they just rally to the football. Now we got a big 4th down coming up.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the toss play now, running left. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get the 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that 1st down.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And the Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Aggies. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Point after, up and good. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And he'll set up to throw. Caught by the receiver. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. This offense trying to get going. Let's put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Second down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it. No problem. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. USC offense back on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And Just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking deep downfield to the left. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Second down and 10 after the incompletion from the 23. They'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Catch made on the out route. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Short connection to the tight end here. And the Trojans pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now it's second down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Wants to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So here we go now. Third and short on the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They convert on third down now. Sets up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to chuck it again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So here we go. 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So nothing in the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. Direct snap to the back. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Coach deciding to go for the 2-point conversion to tie the score right here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of 2 top 5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game. Who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
Moves the ball up to the 30.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Now here comes the bunch formation. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Spins away from defenders. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Here we go, here we go.
Hands off to the left. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Across midfield.
They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Receiver in motion now. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sims. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route. The catch made. They stop him quickly, but not before a gain down to the 6. It's 1st and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Trojans. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. A play action, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the single back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. The receiver makes the grab. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's gone. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Quarterback keeps the football. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
Oh, so close to executing here on the 4th down play in the 4th quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, USC.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Chewing clock with the running game. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Winding down, this offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And he'll drop back here on third down. That's caught. It's Miller. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kirk, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you try to run the clock out and secure the victory. Takes the handoff again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. And the offense will just take a knee. So what an entertaining battle here today. But in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much. And you make some mistakes that you don't normally do. And I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.